crops need nutrients to grow, which they can take directly from the soil. Once these crops are harvested and consumed, the nutrients end up as organic waste in the form of manure, sewage sludge, and food waste. Part of these nutrients from organic waste are currently lost to the air and groundwater. In a circular economy, they would be reused for food production. Systemic is working on the reuse of nutrients in organic waste to close nutrient cycles and minimize losses to the environment. By focusing on 5 large-scale biogas plants across Europe, Systemic demonstrates innovative technological solutions to increase nutrient recovery for alternative fertilizers. Groot-Zewert is located in Beltrum, in the Achterhoek region in the Netherlands, and was built in 2004. This green minerals centre contributes to local employment. The most important input materials for the digester are annually 90 kilotons of manure and 18 kilotons of co-substrates, such as residual flows from the food processing and animal feed industry. This will produce 10 million cubic meters of biogas. This is supplied to a nearby milk factory via a 6-kilometer-long gas pipeline. In addition, part of the biogas is converted into electricity and residual heat for own use.
Hier bij Groot-Zewert Vergisting zijn we druk bezig om naast groene energie ook de nutriënten terug te winnen uit het digistaat. En wij vinden dat erg belangrijk omdat wij een economische bijdrage willen leveren aan de circulaire economie en ook aan de kringlooplandbouw.
After anaerobic digestion, the recovery and reuse of nutrients from the digestate starts. The first step is a solid-liquid separation by means of a decanter centrifuge. The produced liquid fraction, rich in nitrogen and potassium, is further processed in the Genius system. The solid fraction, rich in phosphorus and organic matter, is further processed in the repeat system to recover phosphate. In the Genius process, coarse particles are removed from the liquid fraction by means of microfiltration and captured in a sludge. The remaining fertilizer liquid is then further separated by reverse osmosis into a mineral concentrate and clean water. This water is post-treated in an ion exchanger to remove residual salts and then discharged into surface water. In the repeat process, the solid fraction enters a mixing tank where water is added. Sulfuric acid is then added in a subsequent mixing tank to bring the phosphate into the solution. The acidified stream is then separated with a screw press into a phosphate-rich liquid and organic matter with a low phosphate content. The phosphate-rich liquid goes to the next tank where lime milk is added to precipitate the phosphate. This produces a phosphate-rich sludge that can be used directly as fertilizer or dried into a stable end product. The Genius system produces a solid fraction of digestate, which is rich in organic matter and phosphate, and a liquid fraction that has 2 end products, namely a mineral concentrate rich in nitrogen and potassium, and clean water that is discharged into nearby surface water.
En met dat schone water reduceren we natuurlijk een aanzienlijk deel van de transportkosten, wat gelijk weer milieuwinst is. En we hebben de mogelijkheid om het fosfaat terug te winnen. En het fosfaat is een eindige grondstof.
From the solid fraction, the repeat system produces a low phosphate organic matter that can be used as a soil improver or peat substitute in the potting soil industry, and a phosphate-rich sludge that can be processed as recovered phosphate after drying, for example in organic fertilizer pellets. 2 of Groot-Zewert's end products were used in field trials in the region, carried out by, among others, Wageningen University and Research. Within the regional pilot bio-based fertilizers Achterhoek, the mineral concentrate is mixed with other nitrogen fertilizers to form a tailor-made fertilizer. This green meadow fertilizer contains nitrogen, potassium, and sulfur to meet crop needs, and replaces conventional synthetic nitrogen fertilizers in the region. The low-phosphate organic matter is sold and used as a green effective soil improver to preserve the organic matter in the soil and improve the soil quality. For both products, field tests show equal agronomic performance in crop production. The efficiency of nitrogen use is comparable to fields fertilized with conventional fertilizers.
Hier bij grootzeeververgisting bewijzen we dagelijks dat het mogelijk is om op een circulaire, duurzame manier nutriënten terug te winnen. Het enige wat ons nog parten speelt zijn de huidige marktprijzen. Die zorgen ervoor dat we eigenlijk geen gezonde economische business case kunnen draaien. We zouden eigenlijk graag zien dat er een stimulering duurzame nutriëntterugwinning zou komen, vergelijkbaar met de energiesector. Want we zijn er heilig van overtuigd dat de weg die we opgaan, dat de juiste is.
Grootzeeverhesting is one of the 5 demonstration businesses in the Horizon 2020 systemic project.